Nikon has used a monocoque construction for the D750, and by using a combination of magnesium alloy and carbon fiber has given it a good solid feel without excessive weight. The camera feels comfortable in the hand and has enough weight to make it feel durable without being too heavy for long shoots. It's reassuring to know that the camera has the same degree of weatherproofing as the D810. Inside, there's a Kevlar, carbon fiber composite shutter, which has been tested to 150,000 cycles. The mirror and shutter movements have a slightly dampened sound. It's not quite the same sound as the D810, but it's about the same volume. The D810 and D750 are far more discreet than the D800. Control and design-wise, the D750 looks almost exactly the same as the D610. There's a mode dial on the left of the top plate that has the addition of effects for accessing the special effects modes. As on the D610, this dial has a lock button that needs to be pressed to allow it to be rotated. A lock that can be clicked on and off would be preferable and less fiddly to use, though. On the back of the camera, the control layout is very similar to the D610's, but the info button is to the side of the thumb rest rather than towards the bottom of the camera. Meanwhile, the live view button and switch are lower down in the space created by moving the info button. The function of a couple of the buttons to the left of the LCD screen has also changed in comparison with the D610, since the bottom one is now an eye for information control. When the I button is pressed, a list of features appears, as on other recent Nikon SLRs. However, they are now arranged in a list rather than a grid. Unfortunately, there are still a couple of oddly placed customization options, for example a Sign FN button and a Sign Preview button, in this list. I can't understand why these are in a quick access type menu instead of being restricted to the main menu. Customization is usually a once-only action. It also seems strange that Nikon couples the I button with an info button. Pressing the info button reveals the camera's key settings, and it would seem logical to make this interactive so it becomes a route for making adjustments. This would leave the I button free for some other purpose. Like the D810, the depth of field preview and function, FN, buttons on the front of the D750 can be set to act as aperture adjusters in order to enable silent changes to be made to aperture while shooting video. However, I found it helpful to set the FN button to activate the electronic level in the viewfinder to help ensure horizons are straight.